got some sauce. I got some on my face. I should have checked before I went live. But I thought I'd go live and just talk with you guys. Just, ladies and gentlemen. Hello to everybody. I just wanted to say hello to everybody and just go live. And just say that, I'm kind of, I got a vlog. I got a number vlog coming soon. Where is it? Well, it's vlog 123. It's on here. It's on my vlogging camera. I just haven't uploaded it yet and got William to edit it. But that's coming up soon. Just to let you know, that's one of the, if I stop being, I've been being lazy, and I've just been having prioritizing my time to do that. And if you want to know why I look so sexy right now, it's because I have a Ring studio light right here. I use it for my TikToks, but now I've been like, you know what? I don't want to go in my studio. I want to just sit in my room. And I want to sit in my front room and just do a live stream. So I got the ring light right here. It lights up my face. I got my title belt here on my shoulder. And I'm wearing my dad's jacket. This was the jacket he just wore for like going out in the winter. I miss him. I really do. I miss the guy. It's been really hard this year losing him, and it's just one of those things, and I don't mean to talk about him a lot, but, I truly do miss his sense of humor. I miss the way he handled things. He knew how to handle things. Like, I miss the guy. And I just really wanted to do this live stream because I was just sitting here watching the ranch. And I'm thinking, I need to put some content. And somebody told me today, I'm not going to say who this person is, but somebody told me, you're not making content if you're live streaming. Well, here you are. This is making content right here. I'm not going to say who this person is, but I got into an argument with this person today saying, oh, making content is not making, doing live streams is not making content. I'm like, yes, it is. It is making content. It is making content. It's on you, on here, interacting with your fans and talking with them. And if I could read, I'd read out the comments here and stuff like that. And I think it's ridiculous. I truly think it's ridiculous to mean somebody just because they do live streams. Lots of people do live streams. The Foul Mouth Network, they don't do, content. They make live stream shows. The Joe Cronin Show, they do live stream shows. Of course, he does pre-recorded shows, sometimes. And he does all his other stuff. But there's people out there that do live streams for content. For instance, who else? Ice Poseidon. Ice Poseidon does live streams for content. That is content right there. And then the video is left up. And then you got that live stream. You got that pre-recorded live stream of what they just did. You can do live streams as content. Don't ever say to somebody, "Oh, doing a live stream is not content." Like, it is. It is doing content. That is content right here. Doing this right here just is forming a bit of content for you guys to be entertained. And I also, I just want to announce, and I've probably announced this already, but the shirt, Have You Ever Been to Harry Airport, is on the Tommy NC 2010 gear website, and the link is in the description. If you want to check it there, use code Tommy to get 10% off on there. It's up there right now. It's a shirt memorializing my father's witty sense of humor. And just to explain what's so significant about this shirt was, I'll explain the story. We went to, and I don't know if I've explained this in the past, me and my father went to my first ever YouTube convention. It was I was so nervous. It was Chris Pirillo's convention. I was back in the day when I was a humongous. I'm still a Chris Pirillo fan, but that's when I was so invested into Chris Pirillo, and such a humongous fan of him. And I was so excited to go to my first YouTube convention. And I'm not going to say anything negative about Vlogger Fair, but Vlogger Fair really is not around anymore, and Chris Pirillo kind of discontinued the name of Vlogger Fair, I think, and it's not really a valid convention anymore, I think. And so the thing is, so let me get to the point of this. What happens is, the point is that what happens is that we go to Seattle, Washington, and also another fact is I had saved up a bunch of money from working at my job at Ingles, because that was like back in the day. I'm like, you couldn't really, I couldn't start a GoFundMe like that. There was not, I didn't even know what GoFundMe was, and I had done that before to try to, go to Playlist, and then it fell through. Then I went in back to Florida again. So I saved up my money, and me and my father went to Vlogger Fair, and we had we flew out, and it was just we get to Chicago O'Hare Airport, and he's vlogging for me. And I say, well, we're here in Chicago's, and he's like, Harry Airport, Tommy. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, okay, we're here in Chicago's Harry Airport. And through the whole entire trip, we have an amazing time, except for when we had to drive all the way from Chicago, Illinois to Black Mountain, North Carolina. And if you want to Google that and see how far it is from Chicago O'Hare Airport to Black Mountain, North Carolina, you can see how far that is. And if you want to, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to mess up the live stream here. But we had to drive that. My father literally had to rent a car, and I pitched in to help him rent a car to drive from Chicago O'Hare Airport all the way from Black Mountain, North Carolina. And we had to drive. Funny thing is, we actually stopped at it reminded me of that movie. We had to stop at what was it? A White Castle. Reminded me of Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. And thank you so much. I really appreciate the love towards my father. That means so much to me. Thank you. So we stopped there, and we had to drive all the way back. And I could say that my father was one of those old-fashioned men that honestly worked hard every single day. He dropped me off at the house, and then he jumped back in it. He took a shower, he had something to eat, and then he jumped in his car and then drove to his office and met for an appointment that he had that day. He just kept working, and I called him and asked him how he was doing, and he's like, "Oh, I'm doing fine, Tommy. I mean, like, I only having a few hours of sleep and had a shower, but I didn't really have much sleep, but I had a shower and had me something to eat, and then I'm fine." And like, that's how he was. That's how my father was. My father was a man that truly worked hard. He was one of those old-fashioned people that just did not give up on doing work. My father came home. It was not just time. He would watch his races on Sunday. He would watch the news in the morning. But if he wasn't doing real estate and selling properties, he was out in the yard working on something in the yard or working on his shed. And just that's how he was. He was an old-fashioned gentleman that just carried an open heart. Would help any soul or any person if he could. I don't know how to explain my father. You can I got to see so much of him, and then you guys got to see, because as you know, my father, he liked you guys, but he wasn't really cool with like the camera being in his face all the time, and so that's why um I I don't know if I told you this, but I work on the front lines, so I had been called by my work, and they told me I was confronted with somebody having COVID, and fortunately, my father was coming back from Duke University from getting his bone marrow biopsy. Well, he wasn't just coming back; he was just getting some stuff checked on to see how his cancer was. And he had came to me and said, Tommy, I want to do videos with you. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, you want to make videos with me? He's like, yeah, I want to get you exercising again. Like that was his main goal, was not just to make videos with me, was to get me exercising, because I had fallen off my diet, and I had fallen off my exercise regime of losing weight. And the thing is that I fell off, and partially that was my fault, because I let myself fall off, and I believe I used excuses, and it was my fault why I gained all my weight back, because I got depressed, and I knew some, like, my father's condition was getting worse, and I didn't know how to handle it, honestly. And I no one prepares you no one prepares you for losing a loved one. No one prepares you for that. And when you get that feeling, it's one of the most sick feelings ever, when you lose a loved one. And I love my dad. Just sitting there. What is going on? Just sitting there and watching him was just one of the hardest things I ever did. When he came home, he told us that he probably would not live he would only be living for 2 days. This is when his condition got really worse, and he was in the hospital, and his fever had gone up, and his fever went down, and they were just trying to get him home, and we couldn't. The thing is, which one of the things I hate about COVID, honestly, is I hate about these blasted masks, is that you have to wear them all the time, and you can't be around people. You can't. Apparently, the social system says you can't hug a loved one. You can't, you can't do anything. You can't shake people's hands. It's ridiculous. It's just like, I feel like that this world we live in is truly messed up, and we're losing the value of just giving love to people, because apparently a deadly virus is going around. And if you have lost a loved one to COVID, I'm so sorry for your loss. We were my dad wrote me a letter, and it was one of the sweetest letters ever. Like, he was very well spoken, he was very well written, and I miss him a lot. And this title, I used to think that this title was just mine, and it's not just mine, it's his. I bought this belt. I bought this belt with my own money, but he approved everything on this belt. And soon I'm getting a memorial. I'm getting a memorial for him, and it's going to go right on here. It's going to go right here. I asked him if I get another plate from Pro-Am Wrestling Belts, but they said they won't give me, they do not make extra plates for this belt. I was going to put it right here. But Pro-Am Wrestling Belts wouldn't do that for me. They said, no, we can't do that. We can give you like the thing to place over the top of it, but that's all we can do for you. And like, we're sorry for your father's loss, but we can't do that for you. So now he's going to go right here where he belongs, like right here on this belt. That's where he's going to be. And it's just been difficult. The other thing is that, I am trying to lose weight right now. I am getting back on the path of losing weight again. And I've been going to the gym. Hamza's been getting me into the gym every single day to lose weight. And I'm just trying to push myself like I would have done with him. And I feel like his spirit is there with me, cheering me on. It's what he would have wanted me to do, back in 2020. That's when we started this. Like in 2019, in the beginning of 2019 and towards the beginning of 2021, we really started working out, and then COVID hit, and he went out to Duke. And when COVID hit, the gym shut down. I mean, I was going for a while to the gyms, and then COVID just went boom, hit our economy and hit everything, and everybody got affected all around the world. And then I stopped going to the gym, and I got lazy, and I was still kind of keeping on the regime, walking my stairs in my apartment. But when things, things were going good with my father, but when he came back and I saw how much he had really changed and his body had changed, it really tore me apart to see him like that. And I got at least one good walk in with him. Like, we got to walk the trail system together, and I did a video with him, just him being back. He did say something, but then the clip got edited out accidentally of him talking, which he said, I appreciate everybody, which he did. He appreciated everybody that prayed for him. And fortunately, I wish that miracles could happen. I wish I could have taken the Infinity Gauntlet and snapped my fingers and saved him from passing away. That couple of days after he passed away, I had a dream that it was after he had passed away in my dream, and he had pulled up in the driveway, and they had just taken his body away. And he came in the house and was like, hello. And then, like, I didn't want to say how the dream ended, but we just basically, he was there. He was healthy. And, I miss him. I miss him a lot. I want to say also in this live stream, I want to say thank you to all my fans. I want to say thank you to all my members and my patrons. And I've been getting on the circuit of making content. It's been hard to get back to the normalism and just this past week I went back up to my house, and it was weird him not being there. Just seeing pictures of him, and it was just really hard. And it's just been tough for my whole entire family. And my mother, of 50 years, they were married, and now he is not here anymore. That's been the hardest thing ever. What's up to you also? But, I'll be getting back into the gist of making more content for you guys. And, just to let you know, me and John Fears are working on doing a podcast together. He is a busy man, and I'm a busy man too, and I do all sorts of stuff, and so we have to line that up and work things out. But maybe this Friday we will record our podcast, the Tommy and John Fears podcast, or the Tommy and Fears podcast. That's, we're thinking about calling it that, and, we're going to try to do our best to give you the best content that we can, and, just do what is possible for us to entertain you guys. My heart goes out to everybody here, and I wanted to do this live stream and talk a little bit about my father and just do a live stream to talk with you guys because I just felt like I have to just talk with you guys because you guys really are the reasons why I still do this to this day. You know, like you make me so happy, and like even though, you know, like I'm not the biggest YouTuber out there, and I have over 100K. I appreciate every one of my subs. You know, all of you guys. Like, I appreciate every person that is still on this channel and watching me. And like, some YouTubers ignore their fans, and I may not respond to every single comment, but I care about you. I do care about you. I do love you, and I appreciate all of my fans. And even if you don't buy my Tommy gear or don't buy the Tommy comic book, I still appreciate you. And if you do support me, I do appreciate it so much. And thank you so much for being such awesome fans, for being, and it's in the name, you're not just a fan, you're a Tommy head. And why are you a Tommy head? Because you're a fan of me. And you were addicted to my content. You keep coming back. You keep watching my videos. So that's what a Tommy head is. You are a Tommy head. You are a super Tommy head. And you are addicted to my content. And you may be a fan of McJuggernuggets. You may be a fan of, you know, other people. But you know what? You're very dignified. And you know what you are? You're not just you. You're a Tommy head. Be proud, be strong, and stay positive and stay healthy. Take whatever you Hollywood, as my friend Fluffy Gamer, shout out to my friend the Fluffy Gamer. Check him out on his YouTube channel. Go subscribe to him. Go check out my friend Wet Movie One, and please go subscribe to him, please. Is that? Oh, that's JT the Juice Man or not. But I just want to tell everybody to stay positive. Yes, that is my... Hey, JT, what's up, buddy? That's my buddy. He really doesn't make content, really, but he's one of my best friends. He's always got my back. And, like, he is one of those dudes that always got your back. And he may not make content, but please go check out his videos. He is one of those guys that is a super baller champion, and I love, and like let me tell you something about JT. That this man is so kind that he has me over to his house, and he will fix me dinner. And he will help me do my laundry, like, during these times. Like, even past my father passing, he is one of the most generous and kind people ever. Him and his beautiful wife. I love you both. Like, I appreciate these people are just so warm, and they're so... I love them from the bottom of my heart, and they mean so much to me. They are he's not just a YouTuber, he's my best friend. And it's funny, when I met him, he was actually departing from YouTube. And I was like, oh, you're departing from YouTube? He's like, yeah, I just don't have time for it. I'm just so busy with my work. I said, I understand that, man, you know. But I had to say that one thing I appreciate about his grind is him being my friend. And I want to say thank you to you and your wife, JT, for being so awesome to me. And you're a good man. You're a good man, JT. You're good. You're good, Doc. You're good. No. You're good, Doc. You're good. And I just want to say to everybody, if you have a dream and you want to do it, stay positive and stay healthy. And go forward with what you want to do. Take that one thing that you want and launch it in the certitude. Make something that you want to be. Because one day you may regret not doing that. And the fact is, all of us are human beings. And I just want everybody to stay positive and stay healthy. And I just want to say thank you so much. As always, folks, I'm Tommy NC2010, and I'm keeping you on the inside fact. Subscribe, support, stay positive. Catch you later, folks.